Uh, Hello, one, hello, all. Welcome to November. October was a giant sneeze, as far as I'm concerned. A giant sneeze full of rushing, watching movies that had to fit under a banner of 31. Um, Filming, editing. Holy Christmas! It's over. Um, we made it. Hello, hello. What's going on in the chat? There's a lot of you. Is that Emily? No, 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 no. Um, I would change it to other things, like say, nearly bottomless men, but my ratio is 97.4% male to 2.6% female, I think. That's how many people watch me of the genders. There's 2.6% of my audience that's female, so play to your crowd. Uh, and I think it's funny. I think it's funny because if you watch Twitch at all, you know that video games don't sell, but tits certainly do. And it's not like they're nude or anything. It's just dancing to a catchy tune. They're dancing. They're having a good time. They're getting ready because I'm coming along. It's the holy shit. CP's coming dance. Wait, what? Congrats on 6.22 subscribers. Are we really hyper focusing on like that? Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody's uh kind words for yesterday's stream. If you haven't watched yet, 31 on 31, there's four of us that have released it. Unholy Terrors, basically, uh every like jump scare, uh demon possession, what is it? The Exorcist, Omen, Conjuring, Insidious, Blair Witch. I'm missing one. Poltergeist franchises. We ranked all of those at myself, which is here if you're at my channel. If you're on my Twitch channel, it's over on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/Williscredia. Um, then, of course, you have Cody Leach, you have Brian Lomax Movie Talk, and you have Sean Chandler Talks About. All very, very different, except for like the bottom 10, like from like 31 to 20, with the exception of maybe one or two spaces. We're all in the same neighborhood, which has never happened. We all kind of did not like what we did not like. We might as well have made it, 20 for 20. They do it for tips. I'm gonna need a lot more than tips. Yeah, and I was about to get to that, Aaron. Thank you. I appreciate that. It was fun. It did take me away for weeks. It was a lot of work. That last work was editing. I wasn't sure if I was gonna have a camera. Somebody came in and helped with that down payment to get the camera in my hands. And, other than that, yeah, it was work. There's stuff that I, I had to, like, test on YouTube, and I couldn't put in the video. Like, the editing process, as long as I want to monetize, it's a pain in the ass. If I don't care about, like, claims and shit like that, I can do the video I want and just put it up there, but, um, I've been on YouTube long enough to know that if you're gonna do this shit, you know, take your piece of the pie, because motherfuckers are gonna take the piece of my pie, so fuck it. So I play by the rules. You don't like something in there? You're gonna charge me for it? Alright, I'll take it out. And, that's what it was, slowly chipping away at the thing. Now I know how directors feel, like these auteurs that have a grand idea of what they want from their film, and then the studio is like, "Yeah, we're not paying for that." And then slowly but surely, the movie becomes Alien 3. That's kinda like what my, um, massive produced projects are like, and for the most part, I'm happy with what was put out there. In a perfect world, I would have edited that. See, there were some that was relatively fast, that edit. That was a week. I started editing on the 24th or the 23rd, because I didn't know if I was gonna just live stream it. I didn't know what the camera situation was gonna be, so I didn't, like, pre-do anything. What I did pre-do was the intro. I mean, Emily did the voiceover on the 26th, so there's a bunch of stuff that was kinda on the fly. Uh, there's a handful of, bloopers that was exclusive to Patreon, but there's certainly more. I recorded for about 2 hours. I if I could just go back and scoop them all up, uh, I might make that another video for patrons. There's a bunch of, uh shit, what was I looking to say? There's just a bunch of things that were holding me back from doing it the way I would wanna do it. We knew all year, like, we have an idea right now. So long as Halloween Ends comes out, the original 31 plus 2 is coming. Um, a and if that gets, delayed or whatever, then we have some tossing and turning to do. I mean, Cody has some ideas, Brian has some ideas, um, I have some ideas. Sean probably even has ideas too. Uh What was I going to say? There was something so, somebody I forgot what it was. I wasn't there during the live yes, 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 Alonzo, yeah. I just gotta keep paying for it. I managed to, uh I think it was like $190 for 1 month, and it's 100 something. Yeah, yeah, I with my shit credit, I managed to get somebody to let me pay it off in months, but I do have a camera in wait, what? Wait. Yeah, yeah, I have a camera. 31 and 31 is like interleague playing baseball, really cool novelty at first, but now it's played out, just my opinion, still love you guys, though. Nah, it's, okay, stop, stop. I don't wanna show that anymore. Where'd it go? Oh. It kept highlighting. I'm on a new, thing here, and it's all Chinese to me, trying to figure it out. Um, yeah, some of them. You're not gonna get 31 movies that are fun, but it's an event. It's something that we all kinda look forward to. It's taken a life of its own. Um, Interleague baseball is probably a unique yet somewhat fair comparison. I mean, it still doesn't prevent those Cubs-Cardinals games from drawing or the Mets-Yankees games from drawing. There's still, you know nobody cares about when the Royals play the Nationals. I get you. I get what you're saying, but to a degree, you're right, but, there's still that, "Oh, White Sox, Cubs," did I said Cubs, Cardinals, didn't I? You get that anyway. White Sox, Cubs is what I meant. Um, Mets, Yankees, that's kinda what the only thing we care about here. Um You all had the original Blair Witch ranked way too low. It belongs in the top 10? Like I said, I lived it. I lived it, and, if our opinions change over time, and if this were a list that were made in the year 2000, it'd be pretty high for me, and I 'cause, like, I lived it from so many different angles. As a theater usher, I was just like, "What the fuck is going on here?" What like, people were leaving sick. It was just it was it was a it was an event. We would schedule so many shows and they would get sold out, and it's just like, "What the fuck? Why are people going crazy for this whole movie?" And then, the word was that it was real, and it was like, "Well, what the fuck?" And then, like, it in the theater, you're like, "Well, they're not gonna let us show snuff and charge for it. There's no way." And then the argument was, "You don't see anybody die." And it's like, "Hmm, alright, maybe." And the other thing was I worked at the theater that got the art house shit. So we would never get, like, horror movies at the theater that I was at. And so considering we had this and, like, the audience it's such a strange combination of people. I swear I wish I recorded it or kept better record of everything that came along. But, yeah. So we all have the way I see the 31 on 31 layout. It's like a highway to me, and there's everybody has their separate lanes, and if we're all doing things the for the most part, the way that everybody knows and trusts us, I mean, Cody has an audience, Sean has an audience, I have an audience, Brian has an audience, and, those who exclusively watch us are expecting something certain from us, and you know what, there's that. But, uh the principle of 3131 is to get you to watch all 4 and, like, kinda, you know, judge and rank against one another, and if you watch all 4, at least through my mentality, you get a different experience. Brian is the talkative one, he loves talking about movies. So you'll get a lot of the technical aspect from Brian. Cody talks more about the story and the feel of watching a movie, how it felt. Was it good? Was it not? Was I bored? Was I whatever? Um, and Sean is like a a blended summary of Brian and Cody. And if I'm doing my job, I'm looking pretty, and I don't mean this. I mean, the production and getting the dick and fart jokes out because I mean, uh, Dirk Jason Hall, thank you. I watched Blair Witch in the theater. Wait, I watched Blair Witch in the theater and screamed at the Scream refund. All right. Yeah, it's definitely one of those divisive movies, and there are a couple of those in this little batch. I mean, Cody had a certain way he felt about Exorcist. I have a certain way I feel about Omen, and we all kinda, the Blair Witch thing, eh. I have not seen Dune yet, Trevor, but, for the most part, if we're all in our lanes and we obviously that's not saying, like, I'm the only one that makes jokes. I mean, if you watch Cody's, his jump scare joke was priceless. Uh, it's not we don't have exclusive lanes, but for the most part, we stay in our spot and get to the destination. Every now and again, somebody will emerge somewhere. I don't know if that's a really shitty analogy or what. Yeah, uh, yeah, that's me venturing into Brian's lane. If anything, I'd probably stay mostly in the dick and fart jokes lane, but, I'll go to Brian's lane, I'll go to Cody's lane, and if I really either didn't remember or didn't care about it, I'll try my best to gently just pass through Sean's lane, gently. We need a 31 and 31 with comedies and throw Ice Cube Friday trilogy in it. Just recently rewatched it. This is the first time you laughed my ass off. Laughed my ass off. Comedies would be interesting. Brian would have a miserable time. A fucking miserable time. CP, what is your favorite kill in Halloween Kills? Mine was when Michael stabs a guy. Spoiler. Michael stabs the guy in the kitchen over and over again with the knives. I love his mannerisms, how he kept turning to grab the knives. Yeah, that was unique. My favorite kill wasn't a kill, and it's not what everybody else saw, is what I'll say. Um, Somebody falls, and when I saw it, it was way gorier. That's all I'll say. Like apple cherry pie falling out of a bowl. That's what I got to see. Yeah, and no, if you're looking for gore and kills in Halloween Kills, you should be pleased. It's funny how how, uh, divided it is. It's really, really funny. I'm probably going to shoot a video about the original ending because I saw the original ending that everybody will see when they buy the fucking Blu-ray, like, just admit you fucked up. Like, just admit you fucked up and put it out there. I mean, you're on Peacock, you just, you know, so silly. The version I saw opened and closed a bit more tighter, a bit more beautifully, prettier, should I say, and not like, "Huh? That's how Halloween Kills ends. What?" But when we watched it, it was like, "Oh, oh shit, we're getting ready to go into another movie." Like, the cut that is out right now is more like, "Well, fuck, we gotta go. Just here, push this out there, go." And, then you have the screen, Halloween Kills, and it's just like, "What the fuck? Over? Oh, okay, I guess." But, if I had to rank the version that is out now, it would not share the same ranking as when my review came out far earlier than the release date. That's what I will say. And I hope they if and when they do put that cut out on Blu-ray, they they put it all together. Give them the 2-hour cut, not, here's a scene that we cut, here's a scene that we cut. Put it all in the context. Make the director's cut and, the fucking Peacock cut. The old the old cut of the cock. Guys, we're gonna ruin the entire movie at this point. My favorite kill was the doctor boyfriend car with the knife in the eye. Yeah. You mean the nurse who was dressed as a doctor with his girlfriend or not girlfriend or wife who was a doctor dressed as a nurse? Yes, Sky. And as my original thoughts were, if you go back, like if you watch 2018 and then watch Kills directly after it, you're gonna recognize more than that doctor nurse couple. The fucking the dude with the skullet that's Umbrella Man. When you first go to uh the facility and there's a bunch like it's got that like checkerboard pattern and they show random patients. There's one with an umbrella. That's the dude who's in Halloween Kills. He's in 2018, and they kinda tip a cap there, because in a car that he steals and kills, there's his fucking umbrella. Ella, it whoa, Dirk Jason Hall. Thank you, $2. Forcing people's hands to buy the Blu-ray dirty. Yeah, Universal? Going for money? Never. I'm insulted that you would think a company like that would be less than wholesome. Yeah, 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 it's all there. And that yeah, that yep. Wait. Yeah, this new thing is fucking weird. Yeah, and it was supposed to be the way the original Halloween Kills ends was supposed to be the same night too. But I don't know, they're gonna do it like 4 years later now, which is fucking dumb. Uh, the nitpicks I had 2 months ago was, wow, people are doing a talent show on Halloween, what, at 10, 11 p.m.? Is this a weekend Halloween? And then you get Halloween Kills for 2 hours, and it's like, what? It's like 3 a.m. and everybody and their mother's awake and hanging out at the hospital? Okay. Yeah, we're already seeing that now where, um, Halloween making 50 million is the official the door's over. Studios are comfortable. If they want it to go to theaters, they don't give a shit about special dates. They're just, "What? December 2nd? It's going. There's nobody else there, put it out." And, it's gonna be stacked. This could be the most entertaining January, February, March in cinema history, because all these fucking leftovers and holdovers. You're gonna get some stuff that comes out this January that just holy shit, has no business being released January, February, March. Yes, all the kids died. All of them. But, you know, you can kill dogs, you can't kill kids. It's weird, so fiction. I don't understand the rules of horror. You can kill people who are innocent. You're expected to have somebody kill the bad guy at the end, revenge, fine. Um, the bad guy can kill things like animals, again, completely innocent, and it just adds to his that he needs to go down. But if he kills a kid, this movie's disgusting. Wait, what? You were fine with Lassie dying, but, a kid dying? No, no, not much difference in innocence there, but okay. Some people can't handle shit. Like, you know how nobody talks about, what was that movie, that French movie? What was the title of it? With the bunch of girl dancers and everybody was insulted and disgusted by it. Oh, what? Yeah, Cuties. Nobody talks about Cuties anymore. You know why? Because it was actually a decent movie that had a message, and God forbid America look inward. We're not gonna talk about the fact that we have beauty pageants for fucking five-year-olds. We're just gonna talk shit about another country and what they do with their children. Meanwhile, the movie is basically pointing the finger at America like, "Look, you shouldn't sexualize certain things like kids." And we're like, "Man, France is fucked up." Oh, I did a quickie. I did a quickie for that, which, yeah, this is a really different way to control things. Okay, so Jake, I just watched Ducorno's most recent film. That might have to be a who would like that. It's Titane. That is, Dirk Jason Hall, thank you. $2. I just subbed, so I can't chat unless I super chat? Oh, well, don't worry about it. You comment on the video, when it's up, and we'll get to it next time, don't worry about it. I apologize about the subscriber thing, but, we have assholes unfortunately, and, it's the only way to keep the assholes at bay. See, this as far as the chat is concerned, it's nice and pleasant. For the most part, if I didn't have that little barricade, um, we would have somebody talking about everybody's mother and, fuck this and N-word that, and then they'd create another account and do the same thing, and another account and do the same thing. Yeah, and, I'm streaming to do this type of stuff, and you guys are here to talk about that type of stuff, and shitbags like that are trying to make it about them and their stupidity, and no, sorry, no, not on my watch. Hey, Viz, how are you? Good to see you again. I hope your Tommy John surgery is treating you well. I know change of seasons, can get a little nasty on the scars. I never remember I remember Viz was never as creeped out as when for those of you who don't know, Tommy John surgery is something that's very popular for baseball pitchers. Fucking I'm a Met fan, so every one of the pitchers has Tommy John surgery. So what they do is they cut right here and they fuck with your ligaments, and it leaves this tiny little scar. And I was in a stream with Viz, and he was scratching his head or something like that, and I was like, "Hey, did you have Tommy John surgery?" And you would have thought that he just saw a stalker. He was like, "Yes, what are you talking about? How do you know that?" It was just a you had to be there moment, I guess. Thank you, Dirk. Please stop. Please stop with the super chats. It's I'll get to your stuff later. It's not completely prevalent. So you didn't need to pay $2 just to say enjoy the content. I appreciate it. I assume so by the super chat. Thank you, but thank you. I wonder how Americans would react to a movie like Inside if you haven't. Well, I have. Hello, Doug. Um, Not much. I was just summarizing the 31 and 31 stuff for the most part. Oh, right, Sky. Very good, thank you. Where is the comment here? Why is it not here? I see it in the YouTube chat. Derek, if you go over to the Twitch page, following's free and you can do it in seconds. Twitch.tv/WILIscredia. Same thing. You're getting the same stream live and you can comment live. I don't know why. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. There. So it comes up in the same spot like this right here. This is Doug over on Twitch. That's a comment on Twitch. So free, free, and you just have to follow, which is free, and it'll be instant. And Tim's got the address. And yeah, yep, I think that's clickable. It is clickable. Um, this is bait. This question's bait, I think. CP, do you know any YouTubers who you feel tailor their movie reviews based on what people want to hear? Hate that phony shit. Do I? Um, yes. Yes, I do. I do know at least one. At least one is, Rotten Tomatoes accredited too. So being phony gets you far. Uh, yes, I do. I do. Anybody who watches a movie and then changes their opinion within 12 hours is not a critic. Yes. 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 Bingo. Bingo. Someone who is not me. Um, no, no, if Brian's the opposite. Brian has some rather abstract opinions and he doesn't give a shit about voicing them. And you're like, bro, where did you get that? Fuck. All right. And he's passionate. And he could probably talk about a movie for 45 minutes, not 6. Your 3131 outtake was hilarious. Yeah, thank you. That was something, like I said, that was something that was, exclusive to patrons. And once they had I gave that to them because I was worried that I wasn't going to make the, like I said earlier, there's an edit that I make that I try to make sure that it'll get approved for AdSense, and that takes a while. And I told my patrons, "Guys, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to give you an early cut of 31 on 31." So I just, like, here, as I'm editing, here's me being a fucking idiot, shit that I cut through and threw that together really quick. And then once I was able to get the edit earlier to my patrons, at the same time, I made that video available to people who are just on the channel. So you got a taste of the patron experience. Yeah. Yeah, I know, I know. They're pretty easy too because they always happen. I don't like the way this format is. Um, Without spoiling anything, what do you think of the shift perspective in Titan? Dude, I don't know what I feel. Um, like, I swear to God, I thought I watched 5 different movies. I liked the relationship between the firefighter and the son, like, how that developed, that was really sweet. Two very, very flawed people, leaning on one another for very different reasons, and, it was quite sweet. But, there's that motor oil experience, which is interesting. I feel like Cronenberg, if Cronenberg was French extreme, that is what Titan could be. Um, Very, very strange. See, like, I can't talk about Titan without spoiling some aspect that would make it really, like, you would know it when it's coming. Like, I can mention certain movies that I certainly thought of during a very particular sex scene, 'cause it reminds me of that, only, a little different. Stephen King car movie. It reminded me of that. But then it like, that's it. That one little moment is it. So then in the back of my head, I'm like, "Oh, interesting. We're gonna have a little a carby, a car baby." Um, but yeah, I'll probably watch it again. I do wanna put words to screen and pictures and shit like that. It is certainly a Who Would Like That movie, that's for sure. French film, French extreme from Julie Ducournau, director of Raw, which is one of my favorite, uh, independent, high-end, uh, French extremist horrors. Uh, uh, yeah. I can't just let me process my thoughts, and then there isn't a car quickie? Is there? Christine doesn't fuck anything, does it? I haven't seen Christine in maybe 30 years. Oh, is that her in the shower? Now here we are speaking in code about a movie that I really don't wanna spoil. No car quickie. Yeah. Alright, good. Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, yes, that's what I'm referencing. I am referencing that, but, um, let's just say I'm not suggesting human on human is all I'll say, and now it's spoiled. If you have a brain, I've just spoiled a sex scene for you. And it's French, it's the corno, so it's heavy duty. Um, Americans are gonna fucking just walk out of it for one scene in particular, and it's rough. I mean, it's rough. Very, very, very fucking flawed, difficult character to get behind. Um, who does something that is a big buzz topic in this country and does it by themselves or tries to. Uh, I have not seen The Turning and or Come Play. Yeah, yeah, that's on the list. That's on the list. I mean, anything with SA is like it's like, pre-printed for Who Would Like That, and SA is, code because I can't say what those 2 letters mean. Rectual, um, and what does a tank do? It assaults people, right? You got it? You got it? Do we have the codes down? What SA stands for? There are 5 I Spit on Your Grave movies. Ugh. Okay, so let me tell you about the genital attack. I probably could say that. Um, um, what I was thinking of saying in videos is grapes without the G, and I don't know, it's some people don't think that's funny, but, I'm not mocking the the act itself, but, we can't say the word. Uh, Most of you know my relationship with words. I don't have a relationship with words. I mean, throughout 31 on 31, I made a joke that Cody has it out for me because there's like 7 movies out of those 31 where there's somebody who gets hung via rope, and, very pertinent to my personal story, uh, and fine, I'm fine. That's not personal to me. It's part of fiction, but I understand if people can't handle certain words. Yeah, I know a lot of you sickos like me think it's fucking hysterical, and Emily's no good to throw some of those jokes past because she's like, "Yeah, that's hysterical." But we're very dark here. So, the bar here, the high bar is, I don't know, we haven't found it yet. Ah, good. See? See, you didn't have to pay for that. Thank you. I'm glad. What the hell is general attack? Something you could do 5 to 10 for? What's up, Jake? So I like gave this test pass through a bunch of people I hang out with on a weekly basis, and it's still in its like baby stages. But I think I'm pretty sure I have the structure down. I'm going to be doing a homemade movie trivia game where there will be 2 rounds, and round 1 and round 2, well, there's gonna be something that is shared or something in common with the elements of round 1 and round 2. Um, I think I can do this. Oh, hey, Flinter. No, no, it's fine. It's fine. Please never apologize for jokes. As long as I know it's a joke, I don't give a shit. Okay, so here it is. So there's 3 films, 2 actors per film. It's a total of 9 answers, and that's what you have to guess. It would, if you looked at it like on a piece of paper, it would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 3 films and 2 actors per each film. You have to guess the film and 2 actors from that film, and not any 2 actors, 2 that I have listed. So they may not be they may not be the lead, they may be the lead, they may be a feature, they may be somebody who made a bigger deal of themselves and somehow maybe had a bullshit, "Hey, get over here" line, and that's it. Um, but that's for you to figure out. What am I looking for? Um, and you have 25 points, which is like a bank, because I don't expect you to just. I'm sorry, I don't expect you to just guess. All right, movie one is Saving Private Ryan, Vin Diesel, and Jason Bourne. Oh, Jason Bourne, that's not his real name. Matt Damon. Um, uh, so you use points to ask questions. How many of these films are, can you give me the genres of the films? If you have 25 points to use as questions. If you know how to ask them, you can get more than one answer out of them. Like if one question that you pay a point for is what are the genres of the films? Drama, drama, comedy. And, you technically got 3 answers for one. Um, what are the genders of the 6 actors? Male, female, male, male. All right. You got 5 and 1. It slowly comes together, and as I did this with the friends of mine, it started to get glued together, and perhaps it's not even there yet. It's still a work in progress. And as long as you have points remaining, you can guess. You can guess at anything. Al Pacino? No. Fucking Matt Damon? No. But if you're out of points, you have to your guesses then count. And if you're wrong, we move on to the second round, and then you have problems because you're gonna wanna get all 9 answers. You might have, like, 7 if you run out of points and guesses. But, elements of round 1 have something to do with each other in round 2. Unless otherwise stated, only the 6 actors from round 1 are linked. So, they could have something in common. They're all in Scientology. That is not something I would ever do. I'm not gonna get deep like that. That's ridiculous. Um, maybe they all their first movie was a comedy or something like that. That's for us to go through. Player has 10 questions or clues that can be used to help get the answers. So, your points are now your points, which are essentially questions, is now 10. But the answers are more clues. Like, "Oh, you could say so and so and so and so, would have done this in blank." It's a lot harder through description without playing it. I'm gonna have to get one of them to just do the test run because we did it twice, and it's starting to come out. There may be as few as 2 or as many as 5 categories linking the 6 actors. And then after all that is said and done, there's a total of 100 points in the bank that can be won if points are spent in either round and the rounds are complete and a category goes unanswered, those points are returned to the bank and subtract from the 100. And then when the game ends, if you have unanswered questions, uh, whatever the point total minus 100, say it's 78, your score is 78. Um, we will, hey, Roger. Hey, Roger, you'd probably be fucking fantastic at that game. No, not exactly. Not exactly. So, the other night I had fuck, where'd it go? We had one that we did that, linked 6 actors to the Halloween franchise through that made it worse. 6 actors, to the Halloween franchise, as well as 2 other things, uh, through 3 separate movies. It's easy when you have people like Jamie Lee Curtis, Paul Rudd, uh, Tyra Banks. So through those 9, we had 3 films that weren't Halloween and actors such as Tyra Banks, Paul Rudd, and Jamie Lee Curtis, as well as others in the movies that they were in, and they all tie back to the main thing that they shared together was they were all in Halloween films, and then there were 2 other things that 2 of the actors did another film together, and then the other 4 had worked with another actor, and that was, well, next time I get somebody who's I could play this game. The problem is I'm going to need to speak to you. You're gonna have to, call in, uh, or, I know people don't like going on video. but, um, if somebody we could do it just for the sake of if you guys would like to witness it happen, we can do it with somebody in the chat, just, just for the sake of figuring it out, but that would be your call. If you'd like to try it with a game I've used in the past, so I don't have to do any work. I have it right here. It's right here. I have the films. I even have clues from the first time we played. Skype allows just voice. All right. All right, so you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Uh, the Twitch guys, you're your own team. You're going to play. So, um, I'm not gonna tell you how not to get your answers, but, um, try to guess them genuinely. I realize we're on computers, and answers come really quickly when you know what to search for. So, so Doug and Dirk, you are a team. Your first goal here is to get you have 25 questions you can ask to get clues for the 3 where are you? Where are you? The 3 films and the 2 actors from each film. Now, where did I go again? All right, there you are. Do I have other things here? I think I do. I think I have other shit on this thing that I can this is a new app, and it's really kinda foreign. Yeah. Wait, that should be yeah, there it is. That's, that shouldn't be okay. Yeah, alright, so, this is gonna take a tinkering to getting around to. I mean, it's not a it's this is as fluid as it gets for right now. We're in the trial stages here. So, those of you on Twitch, um, you may ask your questions or guess. I mean, that's pretty fucking insane. If you can well, you theoretically can guess for free. Alright, so 3 films, 2 actors each from those films. Doesn't necessarily have to be leads, but in round 1, we will keep those 6 actors for round 2. So the films themselves, while important for round 1, are useless for round 2. So you're trying to guess 3 films and 2 actors each from those films. Do you like Neil deGrasse Tyson? He's a smart motherfucker. S Smarter than probably the lot of us combined. Chuck Nice, um, yeah. There's very little to not like in a lot of people. Or wait, I'm not saying it right. You don't understand the rules? Alright, so you have 25 questions. They're points, otherwise, whatever. Just, ask me questions about the films. I swear to God, if, what is it, 10:49 in the morning in Australia? You know what I'll do? Because the Twitch people have fallen off. I'll pre-record around with my friends, and, I'll be able to show it to you. This way that explaining it, I realize is just junk. And the Twitch crowd isn't asking questions, and up, here we go, thank you. The genre of the films. That is a good question. One film, I'm gonna give you the JFK, I'm going to give you the IMDb description. Film 1 is drama, history, thriller. Film 2, comedy, drama, fantasy. Film 3, crime, drama, sport. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. That's my fault. That is my fault. So let me fix that. There you go, you got a freebie. You got a freebie out of my stupidity. Well, actually, you did ask a question, so that doesn't normally happen. Right, so there you go. That's updated. Yeah, yep, 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 yep. It's already there. It's already there. Ah, very smart, Doug. Well, I'm not gonna give you JFK because it's already there. 2005 and 1999. And JFK was 91. Uh, uh, so there's 24 points remaining. Oh, no, excuse me, 23. 23, but again, guesses are free as long as you have points. I'm not allowing the YouTube chat to guess, but that is not right, Carmine. Can I do this? Is this a little bit, yeah. Hey, look at me. I'm a little bit bigger. Tim, you remember this. You can kinda steer a little bit if things get a little dead. So you already have JFK. You're I'm looking for 2 actors. They may not be the leads. They may be the leads. Um, a second film from 1999 with 2 actors, and a third film with 2 actors. I gave you a hint before. The genres again are crime, drama, sport, and comedy, drama, fantasy. Well, for this occasion right now, yes, JFK, there you're looking for 2 actors in JFK. Or if you wanna guess the film from 1999 or the film from 2005, it's harder. It's hard/nearly slash nearly impossible from the beginning. But as you go further, you get some of the answers and you get to that's a good guess, but no. I that's round 2. I'll get to it, Sky. Uh, Jake, Me, Myself, and Irene? Yeah, Tim, yeah. Yeah, we're I mean, I'm just trying to get the thought process out. This is just for a test run so people know for the future. No, any way you can make this process a little smoother is fine. Kevin Costner is one of the answers. That's let me fix that. Eh, 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 there you go. I go. We're getting it. We're getting it. No, and guesses are free, so that doesn't count as a point. Guesses are free. No, no, Jay did. You're thinking ahead because Kevin Costner's in JFK. That I'm not going to use the same actor twice. So film 2 has right now, it has absolutely nothing to do with film 1, as does film 3. But when all 9 answers are out in round 1, the 6 actors will have something in common, and then we go to round 2. Yeah, and it'll make sense. Stop guessing Kevin Costner movies. Oh, right, yeah, they're on, they're on Twitch, I forgot. Oh, Jay, it's a shame you're not on Twitch. It's a shame you're not on Twitch, Jay Dead 00. I can give you a better answer if you rephrase that a bit better. The short answer is for the 6, there's a mixture. Um, just sit tight, sit tight. It'll make sense. Just, uh, once they get past Kevin Costner and JFK, it'll start making a little bit of sense. And if somebody has access to Jay Dead's guess, we'll be done with the JFK category. Y Yes. Yes, take that guess. Well, Tim, you're now officially on Twitch, so you can guess. So you're part of the Twitch team, you can guess it. You might as well guess what Jay did guessed. That is correct. Just 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 type the name. Well, I'm gonna type it because 'cause I'm gonna beat you to it. And that's correct. Tommy Lee Jones is correct. Did I get your question? Wait. Wait. Um, no. No, neither movie involves bowling. At least I'm pretty sure, not the focus. It it's not Big Lebowski, if that's what you're thinking. Here, I'll help out because the question was a little vague from Dirk. What you have left is 3 actors and 1 actress in the remaining 2 films. And please stop thinking of Kevin Costner and Tommy Lee Jones, for right now, at least. Yeah, see, Jake, it'll make sense over time. It's just so hard to explain it. Bruce Greenwood. No. I'm telling you, once it plays out, like, I'm gonna have to ask somebody who knows how to translate CP to English to do a better job of explaining this game. Yeah, the JFK part's done. For round 1, you're done guessing Tommy Lee Jones, Kevin Costner, that's it. That's a guess, that's free, that is incorrect. So you don't lose a point for that. Although, good guess, Any Given Sunday, I think was 99. And that it would have been a unique guess had I been going for Oliver Stone things for round 2, but, I'm not, so let's just forget about that. Because JFK was directed by Oliver Stone, as was Any Given Sunday. But that's not what we're doing here. So let's forget that. Film 2 is not Any Given Sunday. Film 3 is not Any Given Sunday. I could tell you, um, at least in each of the 2 films, well, 1 actor in at least 1 film you don't think of as not even a lead or a feature. There's 2, and one is crime, sports, drama, and the other is comedy, drama, fantasy. Ooh, I like that question, thank you. Um, all 4 actors all 3 actors and the actress as of right now are alive unless something on the news has dropped. I think when I played with my friends, they had a better way of doing it. Yes. Yes. Good job, Tim. Good job, Tim. There you go. Attaboy. Speed it up. Uh, I don't even just fucking I don't have time. I don't have time to oh, you spelt it right? Oh, Jay, you should be in the Twitch chat at this point. There. Okay. All right. Now we're cooking with grease. No. No, but you're very close, Doug. No, but you're very close. Or should I say, what do you mean by is one John Malkovich? Uh, no. N Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Another one for the Twitch team. Um, that is the 3rd one. Alright, now all 3 movies are out, and most of the actors, you got half of them. All right, slow down. Slow down. But yes. Alright, you can let the game play out a little bit now, Tim. Yes. Shit. Shit. It's going fast. It's going very fast now. Wait, nope, no, 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 no. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Wrong, John. Wrong, John. Jay, Dad, you really should be in the The Twitch stream, Jesus. What are you're missing one actor from being John Malkovich, and it is a male. I'm actually excited to get that part over with so we can get rid of the movies and then the really the connection part can start. One actor, not a lead. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen Rene Russo in anything since Nightcrawler. Um, according to my clue, you're wrong. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Hold on. Alright, so round 1 is done. How'd you guess Charlie Sheen? He's in that movie for, like, 5 minutes. So, round 1 is over. As I just finally get rid of JFK. Okay, so there are 3 categories here. There are your 6 actors at the bottom. So, the first clue, all 6 have something in common in regards to the film industry. What is it? They all have some you could you have 10 questions that are clues. You don't wanna spend them all, though, on one shot. Huh. Um, I genuinely don't know, but it it's possible, but that's not what I'm looking for. What a fucking loophole. You're onto the right idea, Sky. Well, all 6 haven't, Jay. Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame not everything on my wall is visible 'cause you have a clue, like, just right over there. No, close, but no. Okie dokie. It's a good guess. No, that is not what the 6 have in common. Dun, 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 dun. That's that's possible, Sky. I doubt it, but you were closer with your first guess. Genre. Genre. Or should I say subgenre maybe? Is that is genre too vague and too wide? All 6 share a subgenre? You're cute. Wrong direction. How oh, man, it's just off screen. That's so funny. Yes, Doug, but I want a little bit tighter than that. I'm looking for that, but I want you to go tighter than that blanket statement of sports. They're all method actors. I that's not for me that 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 where'd it go? Where'd it go? Alright, so that is the first answer. All 6 are in baseball movies. There. Keep that in your mind now. 2 of these actors were in a film together within this genre. Who? Basketball. Major League is correct. I'd like another one. Did I say? Yes, 2, 2, another one. Jay, you're actually wrong. Now you're right. Uh, alright, so 3. Two for the money. That's round one. Jay Dead needs to play this game. Matthew McConaughey was in Angels in the Outfield. He was the center fielder. Jay Dead, the answer's right, but I want the actors as well. Sorry, Doug. You are right. Major League and Major League 2 are right. I my simpleton brain didn't think of the sequel to Major League. Rene Russo is in Major League 2. You're right. No, no. Yep. Jesus Christ, Jay. Um, um, I originally said 2, but it's actually 3. Major League 2, and another film share, 2 of these actors in the same film, and if you're on YouTube, it's already over. Yeah. We might have to make that happen. Yeah, well, you haven't got the 3rd question for the round. Yes, Doug, which actors? That is right, I just want the actors. Okay, you got it. So here we go. John Cusack and Charlie Sheen are now gone. These 4 remaining actors have something in common as far as their work is concerned. What is it? Remember, you could ask me questions. Oh, no, we're not. We may not be talking about a movie, although a fair amount. Oh, no, wait, no, no, never mind. I caught myself. Scientology. I told you I wasn't gonna do the fucking dumb religion shit like that. There you go, Doug, you're getting it. Yes. The the thing I'm looking for is they've all worked with a certain actor who shit, I wish I had the other one now, because now that you're getting the hint, is it Clint Eastwood? I don't think so. but you fucked me up with Major League 2. You might have loopholed my question there. Duh. Shit. It might be. Um, I can't get a verification on McConaughey, but oddly enough, most of them have, but that's not what I'm looking for. Shit. Doug, I should have you write the questions from now on. You've just shit on my shit twice. Can somebody Google to see if Matthew McConaughey has worked with, Clint Eastwood? It is not a director, Dirk. No. No. No film credits for yours truly. I have an almost film credit. Not a director, it's an actor. Yeah, Doug is the man. The app Cameo? It hasn't crossed my mind, but, it would be rather empty and cheap. What do you want me to do? If you're requesting me to do a cameo, just send me an email. At least you'll get it from me without that fucking stupid Cameo logo on the video. When I saw "yeah," I was like, "Oh, wait, what?" I read it and didn't process it, and then I processed it, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute. Jerk." So we have no McConaughey to Eastwood connection, right? My logic is still sound? No. Tommy Lee Jones was originally supposed to play Joe Cooper in Killer Joe, but Friedkin ended up choosing McConaughey instead. Huh. Huh. Hmm. Jay, you got the skin color right. That's racist. It does narrow things down, though, significantly, if I'm being honest. If money were at stake, I'd want as narrow as possible. I don't think Nicolas Cage, but it's not what I'm looking for. It could be possible. Oh, Jay, I think this game was made for you. No, Jay has it. Yes. Yes, I did. Pretty fucking funny. Yeah, and in the stupid idiot's defense, he's a morning show guy on a news network, like, it'd be one thing if a critic interviewed him, that's why these studios having actors plug their shit at 6 AM, it's like, "The fuck are you doing?" I used to do that when I was doing stand-up. We used to go to, like, radio, you know, uh, morning zoo shows, and it was like, "What the fuck? These people aren't coming out to the comedy club tonight. They're going to work right now. It's 6 o'clock in the fucking morning." We were either just coming down from the night before or really unawake. You got it, Doug. All right, so here it is for the rest of you at home. Morgan Freeman and Matthew McConaughey were in Amistad together. Morgan Freeman and Rene Russo were in Outbreak together. Morgan Freeman, Rene Russo, and Tommy Lee Jones are in Just Getting Started together. And Morgan Freeman and Kevin Costner are in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves together. 100 points for the Twitch crew. All right. So that is that. We've done it successfully. I just have to figure out how to explain it better because it's a hard thing to explain. But once you get going, as you can see, uh, you get the idea. It only took us 7 hours. I'd hate to tell you how long it took, my test crew. Yeah, YouTube did win that round. Excuse me, exclusively, probably J Dead 00 won that entire game. Yeah, that's the fun part. That's where you're supposed to be asking questions. Yeah? Good, explain it. How do you play it? Because I can't figure out how to explain that game. Yeah, it's full of knowledge that I have, dumb, useless knowledge. Did it take 5 hours? It took 5 hours when we first tried it. We did it again last weekend, and it was a little bit tighter. Once you have the idea, it's a little bit. I mean, again, uh, when this is done enough, I would like to have somebody live so that I can't see them fucking Googling everything, but, um, you know, you literally can just search, "Connect so and so to so and so," and Jay, you're on, man. You give me 3 movies with 2 actors, and then get those 6 actors connected somehow for at least 2 questions in round 2. I'll take it. Like I said, the second one, we had one Halloween themed. uh, the other day, and I don't have it. I would do it again. I would do it right now for you guys. I just know that, Jamie Lee Curtis, Paul Rudd. Fuck, what was it? Yeah, it was, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Janet Leigh. They were in H2O together. Paul Rudd and Kim Darby were in Halloween 6 together. Brad Dourif and Clint Howard were in Halloween 2007 together. Um, the the first thing that they had in common was they were all in franchise films, films that at least have one sequel. Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in Dark Knight Rises. Janet Leigh was in Psycho. Paul Rudd, Ant-Man. Kim Darby was in True Grit, which, Cogburn, which is a sequel to True Grit. Brad Dourif. Do I have to tell you what Brad Dourif was in? The Exorcist 3, Child's Play. And Clint Howard was in Austin Powers, and then I forgot the other one. But, that was the test one for Halloween. So you just got the answers. Yeah, I know there's no fun. It doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. Uh, you chose the one sub pocket of a film that I know nothing about. TNT, TBS dad flicks, except for JFK. Back and to the left. Yeah, Brad Dourif. Brad Dourif's a fun one. Brad Dourif is a poor man's Kevin Bacon. You didn't forget totally. You had Rene Russo. Nobody would have got Rene Russo. Nobody, because it took the test run forever to get Rene Russo. That movie was a bit of a pain in the ass because they're like sports. It's not. They were thinking so many different things because they had Matthew McConaughey, but they didn't have Rene Russo, and they didn't have Two for the Money, and they're like, "What the fuck is this movie?" Kevin Bacon is a poor man's Brad Dourif. All right, Jay. Thanks for cheating the Twitch team out of a win. Wait, have we done it 3 times? What was the first run then? Shit, my memory's fucked. But you get the idea. So, that's something we're gonna be trying in the future. Uh, at least you witnessed it firsthand. Um, and it's gritty, ugly, whatever. You know me. I'll at a once I feel comfortable with the shell and the spine and the guts of the game, I'll make it pretty, and, we'll we'll, uh, we'll do something fun with it, and then we'll bring back, what was the other one I did? Flick or Trick, which was just a bunch of titles of movies that, were and were not movies. He did twice, 4 rounds. I don't remember the first 2 rounds. 4 rounds. Renee I remember actually, you know what? You're right. I remember Renee Russo being one of the questions having to do with Thor, because she was in Thor 2 and Avengers. Shit. I don't remember anything else about it. Yeah, we spent you may not have been there, you might have left for a bit, but it was fast because Paul was there. The Halloween one was quick. It was really quick. And I think Paul was, like, co-writing the hints as we were doing it, so there's that. Holy shit, almost 2 hours, huh? Alright, guys. Um, she's been in Thor 2, Avengers: Endgame, and she was just in that movie with Morgan Freeman and what the fuck? Morgan Freeman and Tommy Lee Jones. Just Getting Started. You know, the Oscar bait movie known as Just Getting Started. Friday the 13th would be a good one. That would be hard, because I would go a little too hard and, like, what the fuck? Halloween is easier because there's Halloween's produced more stars than Friday the 13th has. Is it? Alright, well, Endgame. Oh. Oh, you know what? Nightcrawler, for some reason, I was thinking Dreamcatcher, and I'm like, "I don't remember Rene Russo in that." But now we're all see? The brain, it's a funny glob of meat. Exactly. And for those of you asking, I am not going to deliver any sort of anything on 13 Fanboy. Yes, I've seen it. I have nothing to say about it. We won't be doing a watch along. That is all. I quite enjoy Vince's company. I quite think Deborah Voorhees is a sweet person. But the cameo really makes it stink like shit. Amongst other things, Dirk, yes. Didn't know, there's certain channels that are news channels on YouTube. Ugh, ugh. Although, what's her face? Shit, I always forget her name from 4. Oh, she has a fairly large role in 13 Fanboy, and she still looks fantastic. Oh, what is your name? It's completely slipped my mind. The one that, nope, nope, neither, Dirk. The one at the end. Kat Dennings. The fuck? Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, for her sake, I really hope that this catches on and she bounces back because that's some horse shit. Yes, 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 yes. Judy Aronson. Holy shit. She's gotta be close to 60, but gorgeous, gorgeous. I hate to reduce somebody to that, but fucking hell, man. Why isn't she in more stuff? Why'd she stop acting is a better question. But yeah, I think it's on my 2021 list if you follow me on Letterboxd, but we're not gonna be doing that. Somebody told me, or I think we just discovered it by accident. Somebody made, um, Halloween 3. There's a Halloween 3 fan film that was made in 2019 that apparently bridges 2 to 4 and forgets, Season of the Witch. We might do a watch along for that. Apparently, the budget was $600. She's my favorite for a ton of reasons. Yep, yep. There's a lot of wow, you know your stuff there, Dirk. The guy who played Jason was pissed because she was freezing when they were shooting that stuff, and he wouldn't go do the scene until they helped her out. She really suffered when they were shooting the kill in the water in Friday 4, and, uh and Ted White, the guy who played Jason, he he said this, you don't treat actors like this," and he normally was a, you know, a stand-in, a fucking stunt guy, and he was pissed, so he wouldn't go do it. Joe Zito almost killed her. I just like that house across the way that everybody dies in, that this film studio just built that. They built it to tear it down. It's good. We have an ever-growing homeless problem in this country, and Hollywood's just building houses to tear down. Why don't you build houses, and then when you're done with the movie, you can let homeless people live there? Silly question. Why you tearing it down? Looked perfectly livable to me. And shit, you can get people paying extra to buy the house, because the house where the Jarvises live, that constantly, like every 5 or 6 years, that goes on the market, and they keep renting it out for people to use in, films or shows. It was used in Entourage for a season. They have to get the landowner they have to get the owners to sign off on it. Yeah, I get that, but my point is once you've built the house, you've got that, just renew the licensing. Yeah, yeah, the Jarvis house, uh, has been in a ton of movies, and it sold for 4,000,000 recently. Um, and that's, it's not only something that builds equity, it's something that fucking things a Hollywood you have an actor. You're living in an actor. For some reason, Hollywood loves shooting there. So you buy that house, you live in the Jarvis house, and then every now and again, Hollywood gives you a couple of dozen grand to use your house. You go stay in a hotel, and, you get richer while your house is now in something else again. Didn't they use the house again in 7? I don't think so. The Jarvis house in 7? I don't think so. Uh, but there's a way you're supposed to be able to get the chat on the screen. No. No, not that. No. No, not that. There's a way where I should have the chat here. This is a pain in the ass. Dear Streamlabs, you got some work to do. I can't get that ticker off. Okay, it's gone now. Everybody relax. That's how I feel about a lot of vacants that are left to rot, rebuild them, and make homeless shelters. Yeah, yeah. Considering I'm gonna fucking need one of those pretty soon. All right. So we've gone just about 2 hours. So I have some rebuilding to do, tightening up. Jay Dead is probably gonna write the next version of it, but, I have a lot of work to do. As you see, I had a camera. I have a camera. I have, some things. 1999, I have backlogged stuff. I have stuff that people have contributed for September and October. I don't have July. Uh, so I was thinking of going out of order for 1999 because, you know, it's there. It's like my cameos, my contributions, they're there. They're ready. They're edited. They're done. I'd rather have something finished to you guys now rather than wait for somebody for July and just sit on it and sit on it and sit on it. July's a pretty big one too because July's the Blair Witch Project. I mean, essentially, I might be able to do July and just do myself, which is it's no fun. That's not the premise of why I did that. If we could get a new Friday the 13th film, what direction would you want it to go? True sequel or part 2 to the reboot? There's a couple of things. Uh, I don't you can't sequel the reboot because it's been too long. Um, you can do what Halloween 2018 did, and I keep saying it. Let Vince DeSanti, with whatever he's got going on, I mean, clearly he has connections to Tom Matthews. Let Vince DeSanti make a sequel to 6 and do that. That's me and my spoiled part 6 is my favorite Friday the 13th movie brain talking though. If not that, if he gave me the keys to the kingdom, I would make a prequel about Pamela, and the studio would hate me. No hockey mask to sell. Although, um, one of the fan films earlier this year, I even said it when we watched it. They got really, really close to what I wanted to do. They got very close. I would I wouldn't make it a slasher neither. I would make Pamela Voorhees, uh, her witnessing Jason drowning, and she's so fucked up in the head, she thinks he's dead, and she, like, goes into shock, and she never gets the body. But turns out the body he's alive. He's alive. She's fucked up. They check her into a mental institution, and, for some reason, she's got it sold that he's dead. He's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Jason's father has been taking care of him all this time. She gets out, let's call it the '70s, and she starts killing people at Crystal Lake as revenge, and nobody knows who or why because she was a nameless she's just some fucking nameless cook, and again, the kid didn't die, so why the fuck would they think it's her? So, they would think it's just some maniac on the loose, which it would be, but, uh, Jason and Papa Dukes would live near the lake, and, same thing, you could lead it right up to one where Jason witnesses, um, the mom beheading and have Jason take over. But it would be this Pamela story, essentially, and and you can make so many different things in the Friday the 13th franchise make sense if you just retcon Pamela's story. She witnesses him drown, he doesn't die, she goes crazy. He gets pulled out of the water, that explains why he's not in the water, that explains why he's a grown-up in part 2. Have I heard Stephen King has something written, "I, Jason," supposed to be through Jason's eyes? This is the first I'm hearing of it. What in the fuck would you write through the eyes of Jason? Dead, kill. I did not read that script. And I? Okay. Yeah, it sounds cool. You can't sell merch to it though. It's one of those things where, you know, yeah, theoretically, I go to Netflix and say, get the rights. Get the rights to the names. You don't have to call this you don't have to call it Friday the 13th. Just get the rights to Victor Miller's characters. That's it. Call it something else so that people who are expecting Friday the 13th aren't pissed. The tragedy at Crystal Lake or some shit. The teaser thing that I did that was a joke for April's 1st. Bring Adrienne King back. Make her play, Jason's mother. The you and you slip it out there. This way, Warner's not losing their shit because 'cause you're not making the movie they want you to make. And then, you have this little side movie, this Rogue One for Friday the 13th, and then they can restart part 1 again, or they can do whatever. But it's not my money to spend, so whatever. Just my idea. Uh, uh, King doesn't have anything written. He was asked if he was to write what his take would be. E No, 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 no sale. Did it do bad? This would be I don't know the state of show business, guys, that you ask. Oh my god. Oh my god. Last Night in Soho came in 7th and only made 4,000,000. It made less than Antlers, made less than Venom. E Halloween Kills didn't even come in first for Halloween. Oops. Oops. Yeah, that's a fucking Greek tragedy right there. One of the most creative directors, period. Just period. And, nobody trusts him. Yeah, that might have been the movie that I was referencing where the Pamela thing was quite similar to my idea. What? 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 C.J. Graham did play Elias in a fan film, and I agree. There are no spiders in it. Yeah, audiences like mediocrity. Yes, that which is weird because I can't explain why Dune is doing so well. How the fuck is Dune doing so well? Ugh. Raid the Blu-ray rack and just send it through. I won't tell. Or grab a PS5 off the shelf and send it through. But that's good. It's good. Get out of that fucking godforsaken company that I can't help but shop at. It sucks. It sucks when you're poor and stuck, and the people that can help you the most are the people that are fucking everything up the most. They're the cheapest. They're the cheapest. Same thing with Walmart. You want food that's cheap, you go to Walmart. And they're treating their, the reason it's so cheap is because 'cause they're treating everybody like shit, and they're one of the richest families in the country. Dune is doing well because of old fucks like me? No, I don't think so. Old fucks don't go to the theaters anymore. Studios and audiences feed off each other in the worst way. Studios rarely produce quality and audiences never support it. You're dead on. You're dead on. Um, I if you think about it, like the '80s, the greats of the '80s are good movies. They're good movies, and they made fucking money. Like, you couldn't get Back to the Future greenlit today on a budget. Like, who the fuck would make Back to the Future? They tried doing Ghostbusters, remaking Ghostbusters. Oh, which that new sequel comes out soon. I'm kind of intrigued about that. Yeah, yeah. Yes, Jake Dredd, right. Um, it's a shame that, you know, at least interesting movies don't make money. I mean, I'm shocked that Prometheus got a sequel because Prometheus, I remember seeing it and leaving being like, "Fuck, we haven't had a movie like this since Inception." Whether or not you liked it or not, it was brainy, to put it dumb. Um, Whether or not you liked Prometheus, it was there was something about it, like, interesting, very, very, very interesting. You have a bunch of shit to you have this new world you just built that you could really fuck around with, and then audiences saw it, like what I just said about Friday the 13th. Audiences saw it, and they were like, "We want the alien. You gotta put the alien in it," and then you get Alien Covenant, and it's half Alien, half Prometheus 2, and nobody's really happy except people who, holy shit, enjoy the David character. Wow. Cheers, Deadhead. Oh, I had the label facing. Hey, RoboCop wouldn't do well either. It has a brain and takes risks. Right. Doug, the problem is people scream for something different, and when they give it to us, they don't support it. It's my biggest gripe with Star Wars, and it's why I really kinda separated from the Star Wars internet community. Force Awakens, that was too samey. It was too predictable. It was too much like everything we've seen before. If anything, you cannot say that about Last Jedi. And what did they do to Last Jedi? Shat all over it. Just shat all over it. "This isn't my Star Wars. What did you do?" What happened to Same? You hated Same. You hated Same 2 years ago. In their defense, I mean, I think Last Jedi is a brilliant movie. I really do. It's got moments that need work. Uh, what film doesn't? But, um, it doesn't fit. It's a great film. It doesn't fit in a franchise. You've got nowhere to go once that movie ends, and it you know kind of fucked over 9. Malignant has the potential to be a cult classic. It Sure, there are flaws in any film unless it's Kubrick. You could probably find flaws in Kubrick stuff. Oh, alright, we're coming up on 2.5. Game Night is one of the good R-rated comedies in the past 20 years. Bombed. Um, I have a review for Game Night on this channel. I got to see it early, back when I was leaving the house and doing regular people things. Um, I was at a screener for Game Night, and I said, "Brilliant. It's fucking Clue. It's Clue all over again." And in defense, Clue bombed in '85 as well, but Game Night was fucking hysterical. It was fucking hysterical. It was smart. Um, that's it. Nope. It doesn't have The Rock in it, so why would I go see it? Yeah. Yeah. Well, the studio didn't know how to plug it. They didn't know what to do with it, which is why, like I said on my 31 and 31 video, um, somebody just needs to capitalize on how to market a movie. You had Hitchcock who's, which you would never be able to do today, but when he did Psycho, he said, you can't come in. I want signs at the theaters that say people are not allowed in if they show up late, and people are like, "What the fuck? The fuck's going on here? What do I have to be exactly on time for?" And it became a thing where people lined up and were like, all right, make sure you're here on time, otherwise we're not going in." And then, Blair Witch Project did that very, very prehistoric internet thing where they spent more on marketing than they did on the fucking movie, and it did very well. Um, I don't think people need to reinvent cinema. I think they need to reinvent marketing. So yeah, um, camera's here, uh, in all its glory. There she is, hooked up and back and ready and all thing ready to go. I'm going to take at least I wanna say 1 week break from, shooting, editing, so on and so forth. I I went hard last week with editing and everything, and I appreciate everybody's comments, and that's exactly why I did it. Um, when I put up a video and I get a comment like, well, why don't I ego stroke for a second here? Time to ego stroke. Comments? Comments. Uh, I really want a vanilla Coke right now. I did my work. Good job. Uh, awesome video, fantastic visuals. Like that shit makes me if people notice that, I'm happy. You did not disappoint at all. Amazing job, CP. I haven't laughed that much since 31 and 31 Creatures Edition. This must have been very difficult to binge. Yeah. Yes, it was work. It was genuinely work. Uh, great stuff. I know I'm in the morning, fell asleep. All right, so maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought. Maybe I just thought about it. I thought there was a bunch of people that I mean, somebody said great visuals. Um, I just dreamt it. There weren't comments. It was just all a dream. I dreamt the compliments. Um, the whole "fuck you, Cody" got me LOL. Your friendship is so cute. Okay. Uh, love watching you guys keep up the great work. I'll take that. It is work. It genuinely is work. Here's one. Dude, the editing is just next level. Great list. Uh, Patrick says, "You always create an event, sir. Phenomenal work once again. Loved it. You really kick ass with your comedy and editing. Absolutely loving your production on this one, and I'm only on number 30." All right. So it gets a little excessive, but um, when I work on something for no, we're already talking about next year. Like these 31 on 31 things, I I I think of them as events. So I make it an event with my editing. I give Brian a hard time with I mean, I took a straight shot at him in this most recent video. Guy filmed his video on, I think, Thursday, and I almost had a stroke just thinking about that. Filming on Thursday for a thing that had to be ready Saturday, Sunday, whatever. I can't just do an hour. I think it was an hour and a half of film. No, it was more than that. It was an hour and 50 minutes of filming. I had to edit it down and, make it look presentable, and I'm not doing that in 2 days. It's just not happening. Um, so, there's always ideas. Cody makes fun of me for my multiple intros, but the problem there is I'll always do a prologue for 31 and 31 because some people, they're always like, what the fuck does Blair Witch have to do with Exorcist?" And I try to make just like the game we just played. I'll tr let's give them something, a reason to associate all of these movies together. I mean, Creatures, that was easy. 31 and 30, the big 3, that was easy, the biggest slashers. Marvel versus DC, that was easy. That's just when the number does the work for you, which, by the way, 31 on 31, that was my little contribution. Um, uh, but when the number does the work for you, it's easy. You just, all right, look, there's 31, like Bond. We're gonna eventually hit 31 Bond movies. There it is, 31 Bond. It's coming. It's coming. Uh, and then, there's this process that as early as, I'll say, February sometimes, where Cody will throw stuff at us and, you know, the pre-production begins. What you saw at the beginning of 31 on 31, the the intro of the dude running down a hallway, that was ready in, like, March. The intro of the thing, like, jump scaring in a dark hallway with a red door, and it says WILIscredia on the wall, and a big fucking 31 and 31 pops out. That was done in March. So I always try to do an intro, like, early. Whenever I have ideas, I'll fuck with them. If I showed you my editing bay, you could find like 70 different things that are just unfinished, where they just have like weird things in random spots. Like, put this here in case you want to finish this joke. That's when I was doing stand up. It was post-it notes all over the place, just bananas, and you put it somewhere and find it 2 years later. What the fuck do I mean bananas? What the fuck is this? Um, so especially with me, like I said before about the lanes. Um, I know Brian. If everybody watches all 4 of our lists, Brian's going to tell you what you need to hear about the movies. So I'm going to cut corners. All right, Brian's going to tell you what Omen 4, what the deal is. Unless it's something like, what's funny is, I didn't notice it was cut, but my camera ran out of batteries, and, I didn't real like, you hear a snap when you're filming, um, it because it's connected to a monitor and the monitor is still working. You hear a snap, you see yourself. Um, I recorded myself saying that I think Poltergeist has the best, dolly zoom ever. Dolly zoom they use a lot in horror is when somebody's standing and it looks like everything's around them is moving back or forward. A lot of people call it the Jaws shot, but, that's Hitchcock who first did it. Sometimes they call it the trombone shot, but, um, there's a shot in Poltergeist where she's in the hallway, and they dolly zoom it and make it look like the hallway is stretching, and that's in camera. It was brilliant. See, that's a moment where I stepped into Brian's lane there, but it was lost. It was lost. I never edited it. Um, but for the most part, when, when I over the course of the year, as long as I've seen the movie, you know, it's about jokes. What's funny, like La Llorona, that that music bit, that was that was written when we had the list. If we had the list in February, the 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 My Sharona thing, that joke was in my box, my folder there in in March. That was the oldest joke, the La Llorona, because I mean, you don't need to see the movie to know it sounds like My Sharona. Yes, yes, Jace. Baise Moi is coming. The Irreversible Straight Cut is coming. I might end up just going on a Who Would Like That run, especially considering Titan. I don't know, fucking it's not for everyone, that's for sure. Um, Baise Moi, The Irreversible Straight Cut, which has changed my opinion of that movie. Uh, I think Irreversible played forwards, yeah. Uh, and it's on sale, or at least it was this weekend. If you have a region-free Blu-ray player, it's like £15. Uh, and I think it plays better. I think not to spoil the review itself, I think it plays more like Audition. If you watch, the straight cut of Irreversible, it plays more like Audition, because 'cause you're just watching this couple go out to a party, whatever. They're fucking arguing and having the strangest three-way discussion in a train. Like, I wouldn't hang out with my ex and my current lover and then just constantly be like, "Oh, does he fuck you like I do?" Like that. Y y Fucking French, man. Yes, Indicator did put it out, and they sent it to me. Well, not them. Somebody sent it to me because of my review. I said, "I really wish somebody would take it and edit it the other way around," and I got it with a note. If you review this, can you take this? And, yeah. I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I can review it." Then I got a note saying, "We'd like you to open the box." It's like, "Alright." I still have a Who Would Like That coming. The sexual politics over there are very different than they are, well, oh, yeah, Europe, um, is very, like, Europe is very different in a light, it just in so many different ways. Europe is so far different than America when it comes to relationships and sex, and, nudity isn't that big a deal in Europe. Um, the things that we get worried about, they don't get worried about. We're worried about nudity, not guns. They're worried about guns, not nudity. Um, so there's just a bunch of different things, like, the very little I learned about Denmark when I was before I went to England, and when I was planning on staying in Denmark, hearing about, what what the culture was there. In Denmark, they fuck first and then date, which is Yeah, yeah, it just seems so it literally seems foreign to me, but, that's the way they do things. Listen, I wanna make sure we fit before I go telling you my favorite color. Apparently, in Europe, being the 3rd wheel on a date with your ex and her partner is very normal. Yeah. Would I say Europeans are nicer than Americans? Yes. They're more thoughtful than Americans are. On a stereotypical grand scale, yeah. They're more trusting. Like, again, tribute to my stay in Denmark. They don't have blinds. Their windows are you could see right into the house everywhere in Denmark. Nobody has blinds. Doors don't get locked. Like, there's just so much trust. It's ridiculous. At the fucking I towards the end of my my taking fucking oxy spinal medication, heavy duty, uh, controlled substance. It's something that it's a big deal here. They keep it in safes at the pharmacies here, behind glass. It essentially is like Fort Knox as far as medications are concerned. In Denmark, they're behind the counter, but, um, the counter isn't all the way across. The counter is the register and then open space, and you could literally like, I remember watching, and I really didn't wanna fuck with them because they were, you know I didn't want them to think anything of the fucking idiot American, but I was like, can I just film myself just standing here? Because this is such a bizarre experience for me. But I never did it. Um, but there, if you were eager enough, you could just fucking grab morphine, just right there. They don't give a shit. Well, they probably give a shit, but it's just a different experience. The only time they lock their doors is Christmas because people steal gifts. Like, that's the only time. It's so strange. How do you have that much trust, but accept the what the fuck? That's a good point, Jake. Nicer, politically correct, they're not politically correct. More hospital and generous. Yeah, that's kinda what I meant. They are far less politically correct. Again, Denmark doing jokes that America thought not funny 15 years ago, but they're taking care of everybody. What would you rather have? Me personally, I would rather live somewhere where I know the country's gonna take care of me and make fun of me at the same time. Fuck it. Make fun of me. Uh, I'm taken care of. That's fine. Hi, Sculder. Denmark is and the World Happiness Index, Denmark is at the top. Well, how do you answer that? America's like 19th. We're so free. We're free. And all we talk about is how free we are. Ah, we have rights though. We have freedom. Yeah. What the fuck do you think freedom is? Yeah, what do you think? You can't say what you want in Europe? fucking what is Europe today, we helped build because Europe was shattered in World War II. The Russia had the one half, and then us and England had the other, and, our values were instilled, and somehow Europe became what FDR's America would be, and, America became I don't know, whatever it is now. But yeah, I don't mind living somewhere where it's more of a team thought process. Like, you know, we barely have freedom. Yeah. Yeah, here in America, right, yeah. We could say what we want, we could do what we want, we think, um, but, uh, yeah, that's the other thing that is different about America, well, and Denmark at the very least. They follow the rules. Here in America, especially in New York, if there's no cars on the road, you're crossing the street. You're not gonna wait for a fucking car. In Denmark, if the light is red and the little man on the crosswalk is not there, they wait. They wait at an empty street. They looked at me so odd every time I did it, and I was like, "Guys, there's no cars coming. What's the fine? What's the fine here?" Freedom of speech, just watch what you say, right. You have the freedom to have prisons and hospitals for profit. Yep, yep. America's a hell of an idea. It really is. Uh, if we weren't so freedom's a big deal to a lot of people, and being successful is very, 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 very important in America. But, um there's like, infinity is is what America like, "Oh, if you could be the greatest at anything and, yeah, Jeff Bezos, fucking rah, you're a true American. You're worth more than Mars. Congratulations. American dream." Whereas I think most of the rest of the world is like, "Alright, dude, um, why don't you why don't you cap some of this? You have 500 billion, even with inflation. If inflation goes a certain way, we could adapt to that if you want, but why don't you cap your money and give back to the country that lets you be the most rich person in the world, and we could really, really do some special shit." No, no, no. It's my choice, my freedom. I did it this way. There are some companies that have that idea where the CEO makes 50% of profits and the rest of the staff splits the other 50%, which I think is a brilliant idea. The guy who owns the place makes half of what the profits are. Everybody else splits what the other half is. It would give you more motivation to go to work. There are upsides and downsides to everything. Sweden has a higher amount of reported grapes without the G, but that doesn't necessarily mean it happens more than in the US. Yes, from what I understand, Sweden of the Nordic countries, Sweden is the one that's closest to the US as far as you're right? You're right, man? Sweden, then Norway, then Finland, and Denmark is Denmark might as well be paradise. Yep. The 1 percenters holding all the cards worldwide, and they've got everybody arguing for them, which is insane. How much better do you think we could be doing if Jeff Bezos, what the fuck, the Virgin dude, and fucking Tesla boy, if they got together and just threw 10 billion each at something, at a problem. 30 billion, throw it at a problem. I don't know. You could probably t significantly reduce hunger, homelessness, perhaps both. I don't know. I think he spent 1 billion a day for that project. For however long that project took, he was spending 1 billion a day, which I mean, again, we would say, "Listen, that's you've done great with yourself. If that's what you wanna do, it's your right as an American to do that." Um, doesn't need a license for it, though. If you wanna drive to Phoenix, whoa, 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 whoa. You gotta get insurance, you gotta follow our rules, you better stay in the lanes, uh, get your car registered, all this other shit. Jeff Bezos, I've got a giant penis, I wanna go in the sky. If I don't know, you're rich, go ahead, do it. I don't fuck. Tax it, tax it, regulate it. Alright, well, your registration's up in March. Here you go. It's a vehicle, is it not? Yeah, yeah. I don't fucking waste of paper. When I heard that I paid more in taxes, in a year that I severely, severely hurt financially, when I paid more in taxes than our president, I really, really lost a taste in my mouth for a lot of things, and I don't wanna really talk about it here, even though it's exactly what I'm doing. People call me a lib I'm not a liberal. I'm certainly not whatever the fuck Republican is right now. But, I took the test live. I'm libertarian, I think. I'm a left-leaning libertarian. Did you see that stupid ass tunnel Elon Musk built? The one glows a bunch of different colors. Isn't that the one that never got finished? It was like an idea. It was supposed to help California. Ah, I don't know. I was there, man. I was there. I was in Denmark. I was ready to start. I'm a registered independent. Critical thinking is rare. Yeah, yep. I don't register with either party. Fuck that shit. I mean, if you're asking me genuinely, I did not vote last year. I knew Trump wasn't winning New York, so that's it. If I thought Trump wasn't gonna win or Trump was gonna win New York, I would have voted. But I didn't like either of those major options. I mean, the one thing that I'll give Joe Biden is it weeks go by where there's not fucking controversy. It's nice to be bored again. Like, with Trump, you just aged. Every week, there was, like, 2 or 3 things a week where it's just like, "Dude, what are you doing, man? Can we just fucking have a week, just 1 week of nothing?" There's a prototype, one of the Kardashians did a TikTok or whatever, driving through it, I'm assuming you meant to say? Yeah, I I dislike the Democratic establishment slightly less than the Republican establishment, but that's not saying much. I agree with you wholeheartedly. The Democratic Party is moronic. The Republican Party is fucking crazy. That's what I'll say. You have idiots and lunatics. That's what I'll say about the 2 major parties in this country. Holy shit. What I will say is if throwing something through a window at Starbucks, uh, earns police riot gear and a bunch of disdain from the country and media, then what the fuck do you call our capital getting that treatment? No, we're not gonna look into it. We're not even gonna look into it. Okay. Alright. Got it. Cool. Whoever's in party, that's it. Whoever's in excuse me, whoever's in control, it doesn't matter. Yeah, just try to obey the rules and, you know, best of luck. Try to make it through. It's silly. Both parties just get hypocritical about everything. Everything. Everything is just so ridiculous. Fucking stirring up the world about bullshit. Bullshit. Hurricane fucking destroys the South. They're talking about fucking, Cat in the Hat, Dr. Seuss. What the fuck? Texas loses power. Everybody's pissed that Ted Cruz left. All right, well, that's one guy. You know what? Everybody hates him already. The rest of the state needs help. What the fuck? I don't get it. I would run, but I get murdered. I would genuinely get murdered because somebody somebody with money wouldn't like me. I mean, shit. If JFK got ganked for whatever the fuck he was doing, I'd bring real democracy to the country. All right, guys, we're thinking of doing this. Vote. Do you want it or not? Whatever the most votes is wins. We're gonna try to do this for schools. We're gonna try to do this for fucking whatever. We're gonna try to tax the rich. Vote. Let's use that democratic power. That's where the problem is. If you're rich, yeah, you're only rich. You've got all the money. You don't have a people. And sometimes people vote against their interests because, there are very, very, very smart companies who know how to target audiences. It's incredible. It's incredible. And again, not to suck off Denmark too much, but when I was there, it was like I I was super depressed when I got there. I was taking walks by the time I left, and here I am back in America, back to full-time hermit. I don't know. I don't know. The weekend, the 2nd day I was back in America, that Vegas shooting happened, and I was like, "Oh, boy." Right. Right. This is what the news is here. You wouldn't get killed. Name the last one to get killed. When was the last assassination attempt? Reagan? No, somebody tried to kill, uh, Obama. They caught it, but yeah, I mean, they catch it, but it's definitely about the power, it's not the money, they print that shit. Yeah. Yeah. I don't see, even I'm ill-educated. I don't know, fuck, there's stuff that I think anybody, if you're gonna get worked up about something, you should look into it, like, really look into it and not what you wanna hear. Like, what alright, I I want gun rights. Uh, what are the pros of that? What are the cons of that? How do I feel about that? As a greater issue, do I think that's better? Nobody does that, though. The mask thing, everybody no, I quit. I can't wear a mask. Fuck you, I quit. Or I have to wear a mask. Fuck you, I quit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's this term called no shirt, no shoes, no service that everybody's fine with. We've done it for decades. You can't go into 7-Eleven barefoot, but you're free to do that, but you have a problem with one different article of cloth now? Grow up. Grow the fuck up. I don't get it. Yeah, Jake, yeah, the squad. Yeah. I think I think AOC would probably be the closest thing to, I mean, she's close to that age, right? 35 is what you could be to run for president. I think she'd be the closest thing to a presidential candidate. She knows how to talk, she's pretty smart, um, and the right hates her. I mean, there was that dude in Florida who had that van, and I forgot what the fuck his deal was, but he hated a bunch of Democrats. And he sent envelopes to them, even a couple of Republicans. I think he sent something to Mitt Romney too. Fucking guy just wanted to kill people. I mean, it happens on both sides. There was a liberal who shot 2 Republican at a softball game, 2 congressmen. It fuck it. Let's not talk about it. Let's just like, don't talk about it. Just let it go through. Uh A surgeon in Louisiana or maybe Georgia quit because the hospital required him to wear a mask. I'm like, "Shit, you wear a mask during surgery, what's the fucking difference?" Brilliant, brilliant point. Everything's just so fucking black and white, just and I don't mean in a racial sense. I mean, like, fucking this side or this side. Where are you, motherfucker? And nobody understands, like, dude, most of us are in between you 2, like, chill, chill. Fucking put everything down. Just relax. Just relax. Same fucking team. Lost touch. Everybody lost touch. You see, that would be my platform. Just fucking chill. Patterson 2024. Just fucking chill. Get that on a bumper sticker. 4 blue stars on it because you always have to have the colors of the country. What am I gonna do for you? I don't know. What do you want me to do for you? I'm gonna live in the White House, and, I'm gonna tell the pharmaceutical companies to go fuck themselves. Um, Fucking Amazon's gonna pay at least $1 in taxes. At least $1. I'm here in Louisiana, and a lot of medical workers are quitting behind the jab. Again, we've done this before. When I was a kid, I could not attend school without the measles, uh, fucking jab. I could not go to school without the measles fucking thing. Nobody made a big deal of it then. What why now? What the fuck is the problem? It's just a bunch of this popular people saying shit to get everybody else all riled up. Dude, it's about health. It's about fucking health. What the fuck do you think is going down? The C word is too politicized now that its effects going to be around a bit longer. Would have been if parties kept out for their agendas. Oh, yeah, the Roni. If we had if we had taken this on, like, like the movies do, we could have been the Outbreak movie. Instead, we were the Contagion movie, and I don't know. I don't know. Alright, don't wear your mask. I don't fucking give a shit. Have a party. And then, somebody stubborn, like, you see these stories every now and again. There's a guy in the radio who big anti-vaxxer, died, COVID. Well, okay. You happy? You 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 showed your freedom off. RIP. The problem with, the country, at least the way I see it, through my peephole that I'm refusing to leave, um, is shit, I lost it. Yeah, uh, what Jake's getting to. The problem is we're thinking about ourselves. We're not thinking about the country. I'm proud of America. That's a big thing America, the national anthem, stand for the national anthem, our troops, America, 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 America. But if you gave so much a shit about America, you would worry about getting other Americans sick. And that's what the masks are for, not for you, for other people. For other people, not you. Holy shit, it's a courtesy. And nobody's like, nobody with a fucking brain and the right to know better is saying that. They're selling their shitty agenda like, dude, it's not about you getting sick. It's about you getting somebody else sick that fucking, just because they were in the same vicinity as you. Well, you can't wear a mask in a fucking store? What are you, a baby? Mm, mm. This store now wants me to wear a shirt, shoes, and a mask. Grr. Okay, okay. I don't get it. I just don't get it. We don't give a shit about our neighbors as much anymore. I think that's the problem. And again, as somebody who has agoraphobia, I'm living, breathing proof. That's why I say the anti-mask and anti-vaccine stuff is a virtue signal. It's performative. It isn't about more freedom if you're putting others at risk, right? I saw someone tried to compare AIDS to the Roni. Why is it AIDS people don't have to wear masks? And that's where the opportunity to educate is. You remember the big thing about condoms? That's that's what AIDS was. Not every fucking disease is the same. Condoms. It's a sexually transmitted disease, you fucking moron. You can't fucking God, for fuck's sake. Like that it and that's the thing that like everybody they get all fucking worked up about it and nobody's just like, all right, listen, um, you have an interesting question there. Your theory is interesting, but it's wrong. Or maybe if they don't want to hear that they're wrong, just show them how it's supposed to be. Like, listen, you've made an interesting connection there, but unfortunately, that's not the way it is. AIDS is a sexually transmitted disease. The Roni is airborne, and it's much more a big deal than the flu. Much more. Comprende? Yeah, I've been sick before. I can do it. Okay. So Tom Hanks was coughed on in Philadelphia. That's how it went down. Cool beans. Yeah, and that's another thing too. AIDS was a fucking if you were straight with AIDS in the '80s, deuces. You weren't getting fixed. Actually, well, hold on a second. If you most certainly if you were gay with AIDS in the '80s, you were ostracized. Just fuck. Oh no, let them die off. That's what they get for doing things that they shouldn't. Yeah, but that's not exclusive. What do you mean? What are you doing? I'm of the can we figure it out first? Can we have that party? Hey, let's just talk about this and figure it out. What's going on here? Uh, when 97 out of 100 scientists say something, I tend to lean with the scientists, but I'd like to know the background on the 3. Alright, what are you trying to say? What makes you qualified? Hold on. Where do you get your money? How were you schooled? I mean, you can do it for all 100 if you want, whatever. When something's that dominating, you have a number that's small enough to be like, "Well, alright, it seems pretty common that we have the issue at hand here, but what what is it, you 3? What do you 3 have to say that is contrary to 97 of the smartest people in the fucking world?" Oh, oh, it's still snowing, so global warming can't be happening. 'Kay. Here, we're gonna walk you down this hallway here, and you're now gonna be in charge of water. That's it. No, just water for the building. That's all. No, you're still a scientist, of course. You just get the rest of the people some water because you know so much about snow. So, if we have an issue, you'll be the water guy. And remember, here's Deer Park's phone number in case the jug gets empty. Thanks for playing. What school you're educated into? Just so we know. Okay, yeah, we're gonna defund that school. Facts don't care about your feelings unless it comes to Rona and climate change. Yeah, and then facts and logic go out the window. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude, it's just hypocrisy all over the place. That's the one thing I can't stand is fucking hypocrisy. Facts don't care about your feelings. Alright, well, here, the numbers say that this thing is the worst fucking thing since the Spanish flu. You wanna respect it now? No? Okay, well, those are your feelings. I trust classmates who dropped out of high school and smoked meth for 25 years over those paid off scientists. Yeah, and that's another thing to like, get people who've experienced it. Like that shit in fucking Michigan when the water went all fucked. How did that last that long? Yeah, and then fucking Obama went and drank that water or drank a glass of water? Fuck are you doing, man? These people are getting sick. Fix the water. You know what we would help with those fucking pipes in Michigan? Some tax dollars. You know where I think I can find some? Who hasn't paid any tax dollars recently? We could just solve that pipe thing right away. Right away. Then an entire city can not worry about their drinking water. We're so fucked. The internet, it like what like if you tell me about what the internet is 20 years ago when I was a kid, I would have been like, "Holy shit, that's amazing." And then I was like, "Yeah, well, yeah, no, we really use it to talk shit about each other and get each other amped up about things that aren't really that big a deal." And oh, by the way, the Earth is now flat. That's going to be a big thing that you're going to hear about on this new device. Um, Also, like, yes, you will have access to all the information you could think of. Forget encyclopedias, they're useless. Tell that guy he could save, K through Z, you don't need it anymore. This is gonna take care of that. Trust me. Um, Also, the world's gonna get really, really smaller, but, um, smarter and stupider at the same time. Thank you, Daniel Skinner, $2 super chat. I appreciate that. Oh, wait, it didn't do the alarm thing. There it is. See, so this is Streamlabs, wherever that was. That's the thing I'm using now because, sometimes super chats and things go through where I you know, I'm either off on a tangent or something. At least the noise and the thing is there. So, I could hear the noise and you all can see the comment. Remember, we need to spend that money so a billionaire can jerk off in space. Dude, what the fuck? Like, the space race was actually about nuclear war, um, satellites and shit like that. What are these billionaires what are they doing? Like, I get it, joyride, um, but what's the thing that you're not telling us? Like, are you guys gonna go make, like, Mars habitable, but you guys are gonna be the only people that live there? You're gonna get away from the rest of us? Uh, so you would agree with 97 out of 100 Nazi scientists. You didn't get my play there. Uh, like I said, you know, you look into things. What's the issue? Which, by the way, um, speaking of nuclear war, do you know how we started the nuclear war? Nazi scientists. I don't know if you know that, but we were able to bomb Japan because we plundered Germany's, science division and, used them to help us. But I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. It's, it's eh, if 100 people agree that, we need to decimate a race of people, then what the fuck? I'm gonna need more than just, "Yeah, we all agree on that." Alright, why? Why? And bring a member of the party that should be decimated in. What the fuck's going on here? Why does everybody think that you should die? And then prove them wrong. But yeah, you're loopholing my point. And the issue is when it comes to global warming, it's not Nazi scientists that are talking about it. It's worldwide scientists. So, and again, um, you know, you throw that N word around that we like to do so well at every time we can. We bring up the oh, and the leader of that party, we just love talking about him. But yeah, we really don't like talking about some of the serious stuff or the truth, like the fact that we used their scientists, their despicable scientists. We used them and said, "All right, you're gonna build shit for us now. Listen, we need to get rid of Germany, so get cracking. Look into it. Look into it. I'm telling you, just This is where education comes in. This is why we should be fucking educated. Ugh. I don't care if if you wanna educate people through the internet, fine. I have a short attention span. I'm fine with it. Just give me the reference point to where that, just like, Crest, 4 out of 5 dentists, and then they have that little fucking small bullshit at the bottom. 4 out of 5 dentists were actually this is paid for by, Johnson& and Johnson, and you're like, "Oh, okay, okay. This is an ad from a company. Got it." Give me titties, you missed it. Yeah, I opened with titties or tighties. The problem is all that data points to climate change being real, not Nazi data. Yeah, right, right. So majority aren't inherently right, which is where fact checking and inspection come into play, which is what I said. Look into things. All right, great. If it's 97.3, it's like, all right. And what did I say? I said, Ask the three what the fuck their deal is, not the 97. When you go to a sports game and the score is 97-3, is the game in question? No, but I'm saying, listen, we're not playing a game here. Figure it out. And I'm with you right there, Dirk. Different perspectives is healthy. You know what's really, really, really healthy is hearing shit that you don't want to hear. And that's a big thing in America is we don't like to hear what we don't like to hear. So we don't listen to it, even if it's something that is greatly important and effective for us. We don't wanna hear it. I don't know. I know. I don't no, 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 no. What? What? No, no, I don't want that. Here, tell me what I wanna hear. Let me find the news that will tell me what I wanna hear. Uh, and that's what fucked over, what was it? Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter, fucking guy was like, "Listen, shit sucks. Uh, we're in deep shit." Reagan's like, "It's gonna be awesome." Reagan fucking killed Carter. I'm like, "Yeah, make it awesome. Fuck our grandkids." Where where who knows if we listen to Carter, who knows what the fucking what everything would be? Because you look at, like, there's charts, and they all go to Carter Reagan, where the growth, uh, jobs, the value of everything. Like 1980, that election is where the bosses get way more, and the staff, just their wages just fucking flatline. When people start working, uh, uh, families start, both members of the household start working around that time, and, like, you just look at these graphs, and it's just 1980 is where it all goes fucking berserk. I agree with most of what you're saying. I'm just saying the consensus opinion or even scientific data can be used to do terrible things. Well, of course, of course. Um, the thing that most scientists will tell you is this is the information we have right now. I mean, we could only do things now about what we have information about now. I mean, they told us in the '50s that drink milk, it's healthy for you, and now they're like, "Yo, fucking no. No, 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 no. Here, just take these vitamins instead." The fuck? Milk. Indeed, indeed. Greed is good. I wish I could find the like, it's one of his last addresses to the country, and he's like I'm paraphrasing, he's like, "Guys, shit sucks. We need to do some serious legwork." Fucking Reagan's like, "Don't worry about that. We're gonna do this, and it's gonna be awesome." Yeah, of course Reagan's gonna win. Who the fuck votes for a guy who tells them they're gonna have to do some legwork? Oh, what? What? We're gonna deregulate Wall Street and make money? No, I'm alright with that. I'm telling you, Europe's got it. When I was in again, another Denmark story that I was shocked as an American. I was shocked as an American to hear. I was in the hospital and, you know, I'm all fucked up, like stress, physical. I'm just not a healthy human being. And I remember the doctor just before he left the initial thing. He's like, "You're just gonna have to suffer." And I was like, "What? This is a fucking hospital. Make me feel better, you shit." Not gonna have to suffer. Your job is to make me feel better. No, it's not. No, it isn't. In America, we have this idea that fuck it, you go to the hospital, you don't want to feel anything. And I got Jimmy Cartered in the Denmark hospital. I was like, wait, what? What do you mean suffer? And then they gave me something to put in my butt for pain. I think I got tricked. The good old, oh, we got an American. That trick. No, no, you don't take this orally. Take this. That could be part of it too. We just throw morphine at everything. What, you wanna feel better? Well, your dollars are paying for it, fuck it. Very, 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 uh, customer service. America's more like a customer service related thing, like, I pay my taxes, I have the right to not hurt in the hospital. Cable news is part of the problem. People don't know what to believe. The trust is gone. Yeah, right, right. Like I said, you can select the news that you want, which is insane. There shouldn't be versions of the news. It should be the news. Here's what happened. That's it. Not this happened and it's fucking disgusting. I'm sorry. Leave your opinion out of this. Thank you. 3.5 hours. Red or blue news. Right, exactly. That's exactly it. Which color would you like your news to be? Purple, please? Just in the middle? Okay. So, thank you all for hanging out, and it took a really wicked turn. And, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, a mini I made myself very sick. Yesterday, I was pretty stressed out. and sick. I think we need to teach critical thinking in school. It would teach people how to, 1, understand and apply nuance, and 2, interpret information better. Yeah, 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 weigh pros and cons of things. That too. Yeah, I agree, but they'll never do it. They'll never do it. Well, this was fun. If you haven't seen my 31 on 31 video, it literally made me sick, stressed out of my fucking gourd. Check it out. I ranked, uh, 31 movies, ooh, jump scares and creepy kids and a lot of Patrick Wilson and a lot of Jesus-y, devil-y stuff, and I put, like, 50 hours worth of, editing into it. But I appreciate it when you guys comment and tell me that you can see it. When you tell me you can tell, it makes me feel good. Now, like I said, I don't care about what you think about this. What do you look at this? Did you like what this was? Um, yeah. So there's that. In the meantime, uh, I'd like I been talking about 99 July. I I'm hung up. I have September and October ready. I have the contributions. They're done. The contributions for September, October, they're edited. I theoretically actually patrons have seen the contributions. So, um, 99 is a bit of a holdup. What I'm probably gonna go to is I'm sorry, guys, it's like printing paper for some reason. I'm gonna do the original ending to Halloween because look at my Halloween review. That's the most strongest performing thing in the year. Uh, I will do that, um, and then probably a couple of who would like that. Is Baise Moi. I bike suicide more than Call of Duty, huh? That frustrates the hell out. If I get them to up my Xanax dose, I might be doing bike suicide because that is fucking stressful as all fuck. If I get shot in the head, it's like, "Oh, somebody else did that to me." When you do bike suicide, it's like, I can't make this fucking turn," and you do it again, and you do it again, you do it again, and it's hysterical. It's the most frustrating thing in the world, but it's frustrating, and I don't have the, capacity to get frustrated like that. But, until next time, thank you so much for joining. We'll see you soon.